That's all I got.
Okay. Give a round of
Yeah.
applause.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God. Give her a round of applause. Alex, everybody. Yeah, it is full now. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Oh my God, that's the greatest thing I ever saw. Thank you so much. I'm absolutely delighted that you stuck around. Yeah. I always feel that like the back half of the show when everybody leaves that they miss out on really the special, really most interesting acts. You know, it's just me. I always get up early, come to the show, and I'm the last one to leave other than Daryl. Daryl's really the last one to leave. Give him a round of applause. But I mean, and probably Weston will be out there having philosophy in the parking lot, you know, and he won't be able to leave because he's just so compelling. But it's only 12:45. Don't you understand? I've never understood this show. I actually feel like it's 2 in the morning, and that Daryl's going, "Get the fuck out of here! It's over." We've been here so long. Because he probably woke up at 8 in the morning and set this club up and everything.
No,
it's only.
I woke up at 1 and I came here at 3.
You came in, yeah, okay. Well, but it's only 12:45. We're doing so well. I think we only have 2 or 3 other acts. And if every act only takes 10 minutes, it would be 12:45. It'd be like 1:15. Think of all the time we would have left to drink. So. You know, let's get everybody up and out of here, all right? I'm going to introduce everybody that's signed up.
Everyone's fine, Tom. I'm seeing yellow now.
Well, we need to get the fuck out of here quickly. Right. So let's see what's going on here. I don't need this in my life, you know what I mean? Show me what I'm saying. All right, now what? Oh, God. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Michael Garvin's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, the Naked Poet!
Take it off! Take it off!
About damn time, Tom.
You're not even the last one tonight.
All right.
You know what there's plenty of time for? To take off all your clothes. Daryl, could you please make it colder in here so the Naked Poet does not take off all his clothes? All right.
Why is the one time he comes?
Yes, I will get the fuck off the stage. The Naked Poet has just asked me to get the fuck off the stage so he can do his act. That's the kind of moxie you need to be in this show. Alright? Then you need to take your shit off and show your junk. The Naked Poet, everybody! Give him a round of applause.
Don't come back.
I won't.
Right?
Stage is yours. Take it, everybody. Oh, come on. One of the greatest celebrities of the show.
I guarantee everybody in here that wants to see me naked will definitely see me naked tonight.
All right.
All right?
Yeah. I couldn't be more excited.
You want it right now? Huh?
Yeah,
To start the act? Sure.
Daryl, make it colder in here, please.
Here's a bunch of pictures of me naked on the beach, big way back in the day, okay? All right.
I love low-hanging fruit.
Awesome! Amazing! Yes.
All right, now we got that out of the way. Let's get down to business.
Yeah.
3 months ago, true story, very good friend of mine pointed a shotgun at his chest and somehow figured out a way to pull the trigger and killed himself, okay? He was barricaded in his house over near Millhopper Publix is where he lived. And none of us, his friends, his neighbors, his family, none of us could save him. Now, the reason I bring this up, not only because it's the anniversary of this happening, this guy was a very big guy, a very kind man, very generous man. You go to his house, he would give you fruit. He'd say, take all the fruit off my trees that you want. Here, would you like a tomato plant? Would you like a strawberry plant? Take whatever you would like. And he had a garden in the backyard full of this stuff. All right? So now, I go into headquarters library today. There's a little table in there with this woman sitting behind the table. It's from Meridian. Does anybody know what Meridian is?
Yeah.
Okay? It's a place where when you have mental problems, they take you in and they try to help you. Okay? Now, I don't know everything that they do in there, but I do know that. And I spoke to this woman, and I told her the story briefly about this guy. His name was Reese, R-E-E-C-E. Okay? And I said, this guy was a conspiracy theorist. He and I used to talk about Kennedy assassination, 9/11, things like that, where we think that the government has not told us everything and it's just keeping things from us. But anyway, so in the last few months before he died, I would call him up and see how he's doing, or I'd stop by. Last time I had him on the phone, he started talking a little bit crazy to me. He was very anxious, showing signs of severe anxiety. And the thing that I remember most is that he said he feared the most that the CIA was coming to Baker Acton. Think about that for a minute. This guy actually said to me he thought the CIA was coming to Baker Acton. So I knew something was seriously wrong. After that, it got worse. He barricaded himself inside his house. He would not come out. His neighbor, my ex-girlfriend, who was a yoga teacher, she went over there, tried to get him to come out. He wouldn't come out. He wouldn't answer the door, wouldn't say anything. His cat was outside. His beloved cat was wandering around, didn't know what to do. So anyway, it got progressively worse. There was a rumor that he had a gun. So I ended up going over to GPD, Gainesville Police Department, and I got an officer to speak to. I said, I've seen cop shows where SWAT teams go in and they break down the door and they save the day and all that kind of stuff. And I told her the story of this guy and what was going on. I said, can you possibly go over there and see what you can do? Well, no, we can't. If there's a possibility that there's a gun involved, and if he's not outside threatening anybody with the gun, he's allowed to barricade himself in the house, and we will not put our officers at risk. Okay? I went again a few days later. Same answer. So, none of us could get him on the phone. We couldn't get him to answer the door. We couldn't get him outside. We knocked on the windows, banged on the doors, rang the doorbell, did everything we possibly could to get this guy out. And it just got worse. And then all of a sudden, one Saturday night, exactly 3 months ago tonight, he shot himself. And that was the end of Reese. So I asked the lady from Meridian, I said, what could you guys have done to save Reese? And basically, after a long conversation, was nothing. So here's where we are with mental health in our world today. There's a way that a guy can kill himself, and his friends and his neighbors and his relatives and the mental health experts and the police and everybody else, nobody can do a fucking thing. Okay? That's where we're at with mental health today. So just think about that. And I'll do some poetry and do a Dylan. I'll sit the fuck down, Tom.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Fucking Jesus
hell's the matter with this, Tom? All right.
So you're starting from there's no hope.
Let's go up from there. This is called spring. Perhaps the last front blew through this afternoon, rain on the roof. As I sat on my porch, drops dripped off the edges, fell on my feet, down they go, through my toes, then where who knows. Old man winter, the beast headed east, breathing his last, fading fast. Spring springs, growth green, Mother Nature recovering. And that, friend, is the main thing for spring. It's called Rain is Falling on Her Life. Half a world away, never saw her face. 21, and to her, life means nothing. Days pass away, nights take flight, minutes tick quick, doesn't matter. The silent, secret killer cripples you inside. It's the one no one ever talks about. Keep it locked behind closed doors. Never let it out. But it's out. And it's all around. See it, understand it, face it. It engulfs her, half a world away, threatens her existence, makes her hate life. It's real, it's a fact, it ain't going away. Face it, accept it, fight it, defeat it. Rain is falling on her life. We just had Valentine's Day not long ago. Here's a poem called Moonlit Love. Moving through the evening, cold, brilliant orb casts on all creation, silent, shifting shadows far, far below. From nowhere she came, like many times before, wishing, watching, waiting, welcoming a whisper of wind and a gentle thought of what could one day be. Where, how, when would wandering love find her? Could it be, or on just such a moonlit, lonely night? Or were her thoughts amiss? Perhaps her answer will arrive from that faraway light, cold as could be, or warm lovingly. Only she and her moonlit shadow can know. You've got a lot of nerve, Tom Miller. Oh, where have you been, my blue-eyed son? Oh, where have you been, my darling young one? I've stumbled on the side of 12 misty mountains. I've walked and I've crawled on 6 crooked highways. I've stepped in the middle of 7 sad forests. I've been out in front of a dozen dead oceans. I've been 10,000 miles in the mouth of a graveyard. It's hard, it's hard, it's hard, it's hard, it's a hard rain that's gonna fall. Oh, did you see my blue-eyed son? Oh, did you see my darling young one? I saw a newborn baby with wild wolves all around it. I saw a highway of diamonds with nobody on it. I saw a black branch with blood that kept dripping. I saw a room full of men with their hammers a-bleeding. I saw 10,000 talkers whose tongues were all broken. I saw guns and sharp swords in the hands of young children. And it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. So hard rain is gonna fall. And what did you hear, my blue-eyed son? And what did you hear, my darling young one? I heard the sound of the thunder and it roared out a warning. I heard the roar of a wave that could drown the whole world. Heard 100 drawers whose hands were ablazing. Heard 10,000 whispering and nobody listening. Heard one person starve, I heard many people laughing. Heard the song of a poet who died in the gutter. Heard the sound of a clown who cried in the alley. And it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard rain is gonna fall. Oh, what did you mean? Darling young one. Oh, did you meet my darling young son? I met a young child beside a dead pony. I met a white man who walked a black dog. I met a young woman whose body was burning. I met a young girl who she gave me a rainbow. I met one man who was wounded in love. I met a young other man who was wounded with hatred. And it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard rain.